This little bad boy rides horrible. We're at it. We're at it again. Welcome back, Road Trip Garage. So, I've been trying to get a little Sonoma ready so that we can get to Power Tour with it. And as you can probably suspect, after having cut my coil springs, I'm bottoming out onto my bump stops. So, I cut the bump stops, and that was a small improvement. Well, I'm going to say it was a draw because I was still touching them. So I trimmed them down a tiny bit more. And now the problem I'm running into is there is a bit of space, but it's not enough space to allow the suspension to travel. So as you can suspect, bang, 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 bang. So what do? Well, I'm looking at removing the bump stops completely. But I think that's a terrible idea because then I'm going to be metal on metal when they make contact. So I was debating, do I buy new coils? Do I buy new control arms? Do I buy new coils and spindles? Blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking of channeling my inner fab rats. I am not even close to being capable as fab rats, but I think, if you guys look closely, that if I take this lower control arm off, I think there's enough room here. Can you see that all right? There's enough room in here that I could actually trim this down, weld a new plate, and lower that bump stop down a fair amount. And maybe somebody's done it. I tried looking on the internet. I haven't been able to find it, but I imagine somebody has done it. But I'm going to try the wind. Throw caution to the wind, see what happens. So guys, hang tight while I disassemble that front suspension, and I'll show you what I got. All right. I took my tie rod end off. I took my sway bar link off. Now I can kind of show you a little better what I'm talking about. See how the control arm has a hump here? So what I'm thinking is that I could cut straight across here, right across here, and take out a section. And if I do that, I would then weld a piece of heavy-duty plate on top of that, which would still lower considerably where my bump stop will be, and hopefully cure my problem. So let's mark it and see what we're going to do. All right, well, when bad ideas come to fruition. So I mean, I don't know what I get there, half an inch. So what I want to do now is I'm going to get a piece of steel. I'll probably use this as a template to draw it out, and geez, I wonder if I could almost put that in there. Get it back in, put a piece in there, and weld it up. And then drill the hole, remount. I'm probably going to trim this again a little more. I also want to put a bit of a better slope on it so it's got a progressive impact. But all right, let me see what I can do about cleaning this off, get some stuff, and keep moving. Okay, so this is the piece I cut off. Ooh, it's hot. And I entertained the idea that maybe I could grind it down and put it from underneath and weld it back in, but it turned out to be a bad idea. Terrible. It's not going to fit. So what I did find is this monster. Look how thick that is, right? So that I have no doubt this is going to be more than adequate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this on here and then start to cut this out and try to make it fit inside that hole back there. So this is my rough shape. Obviously I got a pile of grinding I'm going to need to do. So what we're going to do is retrace everything. And then spend some quality time on the bench grinder trying to get this into a shape that will work. Okay. I'm not sure if my face represents it from all the grinding, but I've been at it for almost an hour. And look how nice that is. That is just... Tap that one down a little bit more. Hey, sorry, my battery died. But I'm like pretty excited about how well that's fitting. And I mean, oh, let me get that other piece. I want to show you. Just wanted you to get a better perspective on how much lower this is gonna be. So let's look here. Right, there's the metal. There's kind of flush. So that's what we've taken off. Right? So we're down, I don't know, 3/8, half an inch. Right? I'm really hopeful that when I weld this in, I'll drill the hole. I'll use this to mark it again, and I'll drill the hole to put the bump stop back in. Oh, right after I trim the bump stop down a little bit. But ooh, let's look and see. Right, take that, and take that off. I kind of I'm feeling a little proud of myself there, guys and girls. That's awesome. That's some pretty custom fab work, I just gotta say. So let me get the old welder brought over and set up and see if we can burn that in. Oh yeah, she's smoking. Where's my brush? Right back here. Woo. I'm actually pretty proud of that. That looks fantastic. All right. Well, I don't have my hat on, so I look funny. There we go. Oh, there you are. Where's my hat? I have one. Oh, it's way up there. Like this, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow because I'm gonna let that cool off. Well, it's the next day. When did I put my light? Oh, I charged it. Now that everything's cooled off, oh, I really do need a hoist. Wouldn't that be nice? So now that it's cooled off, what I want to do is I put a little primer paint on there. I'm just going to stick that on there. And I want to mark these holes on there Oh, dang it. Oof. All right. I'm going to drill a couple holes here so that we can put our bump stop back in. Okay, I am going to move the jack underneath that control arm, and you guys tell me what it looks, how it looks. How's this going? How that movement is. Let's see if I got any good articulation. Okay. Let's, come on. Let's see that truck come off that jack stand. Okay. Okay, we're off. We're off the jack stand. How much clearance we got? Let's see. Yeah, see? See, I'm off the jack stand. Can you see better here? From here to here. Move that light. There we go. Can you see better? Well, that is a whole lot more ground clearance. More suspension. That, I am hoping, is the magic. Whew, that's awesome. I'm gonna put this whole shenanigans back together, and then we'll do the other side. Okay, we've got our ball joint in, our sway bar links assembled. I'm really stoked about how well that's turned out. I'm really hopeful that it's going to be just the extra we need. So I'll do the other side. I'll bring you back after I get that done, and we'll put this bad boy together and take it for a lap. Okay, we've successfully cut this one off. Here we go. The joys of camera work is that it goes real fast for you. Look at that, we're winning. Okay, well, that's side number 2, all assembled. Next, test drive. All right, we made it out of the driveway. Oh, barely. I didn't let it warm up. Go. So my little road is rough and miserable. So yeah, we stalled it again. There we go. Oh, come on, stay running. Oh, come on. Anyways, so far it's better. That was totally worth the labor we put into it. I'm going to turn around and take it down a busier road and see what we get. Well, I gotta say, that time was worth it. We're cruising down the highway, 60 miles an hour, 65, 100 kilometers. And she's not riding on the bump stops no more, which means she's actually all right. I mean, this ain't no Cadillac, guys, but I am really pleased. This will be all right because we're heading power tour in just a few weeks. So it's pretty important to spend this much time in the car that I could get at least somewhat comfortable ride. Well, I'm going to call victory, fellas and fellettes, guys and girls, because this little bad boy rides horrible on the crappy roads, which is to be expected. But when I get down the highway, just that few inches of suspension travel that I do have, world of difference. I'm not on the bump stops. So we got ourselves the stance we want, the look we want, and she actually rides. I appreciate all you guys' time, and I hope you have a great day. Cheers.